We do this little thing at our conventions often, that we find a story or hear about someone that wants to be here but can't. Sometimes they're from far away and we fly them in. We heard a story of someone nearby who we want to bring here, and her name is Nita Hayward. See, Nita, we had some people do some research for us, and she's at 61st Avenue United Methodist Church, a 100-year-old church in a low-income neighborhood of West Nashville called the Nations. Nita's the director of children and youth ministry. She runs after-school program for children. They have evening programs, summer programs. She's working all the time, tirelessly, giving kids who need some love and affection and the knowledge of Jesus care. They do a last-minute toy store which provides gifts for kids in that neighborhood. She's been there 16 years, and she's tired. She was talking to some of her friends about how tired she was and how much need she was of refreshment. Another thing about her I thought was funny, doing all that stuff with kids, said that she has a special connection with babies and can make the loudest crying babies stop. So they call her the baby whisperer. I'd like you to read a little bit about what the bishop of the area wrote about her. Nita has a tremendous love for young people of this church and the surrounding neighborhood. There are some youth that she began working with. They were toddlers and are now ready to graduate from high school. Most of the kids in the neighborhood, she's known as Miss Nita. Nita embodies the incarnated love that was demonstrated most powerfully by Jesus. She does not love from a distance. She loves young people up close. If she sees a group of kids walking down the street in the neighborhood late at night, she'll go right up to them and ask them what they're up to. If she hears that one of them is getting into drugs, she doesn't tiptoe around the subject. She sits down with them immediately right there and starts talking. If she gets word that one of her kids is being abused at home, and in spite of all the hell she catches for doing so, sometimes from the kids themselves, she immediately intervenes, calling the proper authorities if that's what the law requires. Before she began working for the church, Nita cut hair for a living. Last spring, she found out that one of the youth was missing school because of head lice that the child's parents were not properly treating. So she got the needed medication, went to the home with the mother's permission, washed out the young lady's hair, then carefully combed all the nets out. Also, that bright girl who had so many disadvantages in her life would not miss any more school. Now that is the hands-on love. Because Nita works so hard with so many children and youth from this neighborhood, I believe that she will have a great impact on their character for years to come. So Nita right now is in her bishop's office, actually just a couple blocks away, and so she doesn't know that we're going to call her and bring her here and put her up in a hotel and encourage her and love on her a little bit. Have you ever been really tired and wondered if you can go on? Yeah, I think many of us have. So let's go ahead and make the phone call, the moment of truth for us, to see if someone actually answers the phone. So thank you, Carlos. So we were able to overcome technical difficulties. And we rushed Nita here. So Nita, come on up here, Nita. Come and meet some of your friends. Come on here, honey. Come on, sit down here. Would you rather stand or sit?
I'd rather stand.
Rather stand? Okay, we can stand. So here, go ahead and have this. So you learned a lot of things today. One, that some of your spiritual advisors and leaders in your denomination are liars. They were lying to you and leading you astray, just calling you into some meeting with a bunch of tomfoolery while we set this up, huh? Yeah. So we have a little video your friends made that we're going to show.
The day with no makeup.
Oh, okay, the day with no makeup. Yeah, why don't we run this little video that tells a little bit more about your story and some of the people.
Here we are at 61st Avenue, United Methodist Church. This is where Nita Hayward works. This is one of the less fortunate areas of Nashville.
Well, Nita and I have been working together for over 13 years now, and she is just a fantastic partner in ministry. She has an incredible love for the kids of this church and of this neighborhood, and I would in fact say that she has probably had an incredible impact on this neighborhood as a whole, because she has worked with so many of these children who live right around here, sometimes when they're from preschool all the way up until they've been in high school. That's how long she's been here. And so,
Rodolfo, do you have Peyton's other car? After school program Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for grades K through 12. Gets kind of loud around here on a rainy day, but we have after school program Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday K through 5th. Heads Up Hoop is for boys basketball for junior high and high school kids, middle school, high school. Lydia's Little Sisters is for middle school and high school girls. It's on Thursday. We have the Last Minute Toy Store that served over 4,500 kids last year. We have summer program.
Come here for about 5 years, and I've known Miss Nita for a while, and I think she's cool.
Miss Nita is excellent.
Nita Hayward, and she means so much to this program. And the kids revolve around her, and their parents revolve around her. And if being a Christian is about having relationships, you just couldn't have a better person to create those relationships out of love.
Miss Nita is like my aunt, and I love her. I love her a whole lot, and she is like the icing on my cake.
The icing on the cake, that's pretty good.
That's JoJo.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the kids that you're working with.
I work with kids all the way from homeless to working poor to kids who come in and work with my kids that are some of you guys' youth, and I just consider them all mine. And I learned from growing up with issues that through education and God, there's change.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, giving them the opportunity to make change in their lives and for the lives of their children. So now I have a 13-year-old, and her life is completely different. Because God cares.
Yeah.
And God does help and puts people in your path to make a difference.
Yeah. And you're one of those people for so many of those kids, that you're the one that's making a difference in their life. So awesome. Yeah. They said that you're not afraid to get in their face if they're walking down the street getting in trouble. So are you tough?
I am tough. on the video, when I was asking about the car, one of the kids had come up and said, Rodolfo took my car. So I was asking who had his car. And vacuum get lost, and I take things to people's houses that you just wouldn't imagine. But if I've got it, they have it.
Well, you know, you have been serving Jesus so faithfully, being his hands and feet to the kids in your neighborhood, and you're pouring into their lives, and you've worked so hard, and your friends have told us, you're tired. You've been running hard. And so this weekend, we just want to love on you a bit. And we're going to put you in a hotel and be around all your friends here that get it, that love kids like you do. And we need people like you around us to learn from you and to be in your presence. So thank you for your faithful service to the kingdom. And I hope you have an awesome weekend while we're here hanging out.
Yay!
Okay.